what I want to share with you today is the self-discovery and the struggle I went through to accept who I was and who I am. And we go up through ups and downs, and we still struggle. I still struggle. But I want you to know that we are all in it together. I am here to tell you, if this woman in front of you speaking to you today can do it, so can you. Then let me repeat. Think it, say it, and do it.
Together we can make a difference. We can help each other. We can support each other. And as a woman from the Middle East, as a person that had no rights, no basic human right, I am here to fight. I am here to challenge. I am here to tell you, you have every right to be a human being. You have every right to be who you want to be. So do not allow anyone around you to tell you otherwise.
Who am I? I was behind the shadow of somebody all the time till I started my business. And I got to the conference for the first time ever. Network with like-minded people. That's the reality. Now would you say that's the president? I found myself. So this is the big picture. Don't stay local. Dream big. Aim.
Wow.
Wow.
Seeing this put so much emotions and thoughts and, believing on yourself, and really, I say it again and again, you do not need a master degree to master your skills. And today we have an incredible woman that, without saying it, said it to me in the past and said it to you, Rebecca. So today's
Absolutely.
session is so powerful for people to know their worth, to see the light that they didn't see. This woman taps into your passion. See your quality before you see it. We have Judith, and we have an incredible woman to tell her story and how she saw what she saw in you and me, Rebecca.
Absolutely. She has made such an impact, and I was only in her presence really for a very short time, and then I've had phone conversations. But you're right, the way she looks at you and the impact that her words make is just, it's almost inexplainable. But this is going to be such a special interview today, and I hope everyone watching, whether you're watching live or you're watching in replay, really listen to what she says and really hear these stories and be inspired.
Wonderful. Well, maybe we should have Judith now in the room. Hello, Judith.
Good morning. Good morning.
We are so excited to have you.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. This is going to be fun. This is going to help. We're going to learn. It's great. It's great.
Absolutely. But before we start telling and sharing our stories and what you have done to us in your magic, and that's what I call it, you have a power that God gifted you with. It's so powerful that you look at the people and then you see their qualities. Can you tell us, before we tell our story, how did you get into the image consulting, and who is Judith?
My background is in child psychology. When I've learned a great deal just watching and talking with the children, but I felt like I had a niche. I was trying to find, in a college class, I saw someone teaching image and style, and it was everything to me. But I found out that I could not only do this, but if someone is sitting in my chair in my studio, I can give them a good wind and they can fly. They can fly. So it has been uh, a road for me for 23 years now. So it has been an experience. But if you could see my wall, I have thank you notes that cover a wall, and each person that comes in, when they leave, the first person that says to them, "Wow, you look good," I said, "Then you send me a card," and I like funny cards. So you can only send me one, but funny cards. I have a wall. I get them every day. I have a wall of these. It is a gift. God gave me extra sunshine, and I take it and I spread it where it's needed. It's a pleasure. It thrills me. It thrills me.
Wow. This is, I mean, unbelievable the way our roads cross. But also, Rebecca herself, you actually said that God planted Judith in your life.
I truly believe that. I believe in God's sovereignty, and I believe He has a plan for each of us. And there's a whole backstory about when I went to conference in 2019, the AICI conference. And I won't tell that now, but by the final full day of conference, I was so overwhelmed and I wanted to do this so badly. I was not working as an image consultant yet, but I wanted to. And I was looking around after 3 days with this incredible group of people, hundreds of the world's best image consultants. And I thought, I am in over my head. I don't know what I'm doing here. And I went to your class, Fariel. It was one I had chosen ahead of time when I planned out which classes I would take. I chose yours, and I went this Saturday. It was right before lunch, and I sat down in your class and working through exercises, really just getting down to what was stopping me and the mindset of this. And Judith happened to come in and sit beside me at the beginning of class. Did not know her, had never seen her. And during that class, she said, "I can tell you want to do this, but you don't think you can. But I'm going to tell you, you can. I see it in you, and you're going to be great at it." And I got chill bumps, and I started to cry. Part of it maybe too was her Tennessee accent, because I too am a Tennessee girl. But I thought, wow. And she told me a little bit about herself, and I thought, okay, that was from God. He sent her to tell me I can do this. And He put her in my life in those very early days to remind me, to tell me how she did things, to kind of just be that support and that voice. And I will never forget it. I left that conference completely in a different mindset than I thought I was going to leave it.
Incredible, incredible. I know, and I truly believe that 18 years ago when I've met Judith at AICI conference. So AICI is a connector also for people. But the reason we wanted to talk to Judith today is so our audience, our followers, for people who are watching now or will be watching the repeat later, to tell them that we truly believe in them as well. Like Judith, she saw and actually shone her light on us.
Yes.
She gifted us with her light to carry on, to keep going. So therefore, we want you, if you can hear us, we want you to be a part of our community so we can support you. We can't save the world, but we can save one person at a time. And this is exactly what Judith did. So Judith, now that we know where Rebecca came and people know how I've met you, I want to know, and I would love you to share with our audience, what did you see in me? What did you see in Rebecca? What made you select us out of the hundreds of people there? And was it our body language? Did we look scared, or what was it?
I think it was a little bit of all the above. I remember you, Farrell, your eyes. I mean, you were like a little rabbit, just looking and watching and wishing and hoping and not knowing how to do it. Not afraid. And you had the language barrier. That was a big thing. But yet you jumped over it, and it didn't stop you. And it's not going to stop you. That's what you have inside of
Oh,
you.
that's for sure. Look at me now. You created a monster.
But and the same thing with Rebecca. When I met Rebecca, I could feel what she was feeling. I could tell what she was going through. And it was the last class of the day. And Farrell was doing an absolutely wonderful job. And it was going right over her head. She wanted it, and I think we had a little class, maybe a break up, that we got to talk to each other for a little bit in the classroom, that she asked us to get together and talk. And I remember the tears, and I remember her thinking, I can't. And I could see this. And I said, oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And she's still doing it. And she's not as far along as you are, Farrell, but she's coming up close. She's going to make it. She's going to make it. You have been a wonderful leader. You have helped so many people, Farrell. There's people God doesn't give you any more than you can handle. So he understands that you can handle a lot. And you're just getting started too. Your new business, but look what all you've done. You're powerful. You're powerful. And you share that, and you pull people in. That's what you do.
Thank you. And I think we all still struggle. And I mentioned it before we went live online, that we are our biggest enemy. And we struggle, and we feed ourselves those negativity and those struggles. We dismiss the achievement and what we have, won in life and in the battles through life. But we decide to tell ourselves we're not good enough, we're not pretty enough, we're not tall enough, we're not slim enough, we're not smart enough, and all these. And we start believing them. But until somebody say, hey, you are good enough, and this is what you preached and taught us. And that's when I stopped and I thought, well, maybe I am good enough. But that ignite what lit my fire. So thanks to you, Judith, for doing this. And this is why we created the Empower Group. And this is why Rebecca became the master of the Empower Group, because she's got those qualities as well. So therefore, for those people who are listening to us, please know that you are good enough. Rebecca, we still doubt ourselves even now.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially if we are fighting and we're losing battles, but we're dismissing how many other battles we've won.
Yes, I think there are still those days, definitely, where you wake up and you think, I'm not good at this. I can't do this. And then, it is those days when you pour into someone and you share that light, like Judith shared with us. I will admit, over the last couple of years, there were days where I woke up and I thought, I was sitting drinking my morning coffee thinking, I can't, do I know what I'm doing? I'm not good at this. And I actually would hear Judith's voice in my head saying, you can do this and you will be good at it. You've got it in you. I see it in you. And it's those things, it's those words that help someone push forward and to say, okay, now wait a minute. She saw it. It must be in there somewhere. And then it causes me to think back about my own experience and what I have done. I did have a career in the fashion industry. I do have a degree in fashion. I have worked in this. I have trained. I have done things. But it's that light. It's that voice that you put in someone's head. You place it there. It's a gift. It's a little seed that actually can push you forward even on the worst days. I think it is important to inspire each other and say these things.
God doesn't put anyone in your way by accident.
Absolutely.
Both of you were to cross my path.
Absolutely.
Both of you, and knowing too that was going to be my last year at AICF. So it is amazing how that day, the time with Farrell, when I met her, and fell in love with her. She is so precious, and to see her not only do this, but she's doing good as a wife, as a mother, as a grandmother. I mean, her husband, she has a wonderful husband. And, we have to have that in our life to make it. I've got one too. And I think that helps us to move forward. But both of you have a talent that you didn't know you had. And God gives every one of us talents. And we don't know we have them until we start to use them. Or someone sees it and pulls it out and shows them. But it is a pleasure to be able to walk between you two and to lift you both up and to share with you the notes that you can. Because I know it. I'm a proud mama here. I'm watching you both. I'm watching you both. And I'm watching you both.
Yes. Like you are the mother goose.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. We have a question, Judith, for you from Rigel. And he's saying, like, does Judith have any inspirational for inspiring others? What made her inspire people? What made you inspire people?
Great question.
It's hard for me to turn it off. I can be in a grocery line, and there's somebody that will say, "I love your shoes." Thank you. I love it. Thank you. And then tell her where I got my shoes and what to do. And do you mind if I call you later? Sure, come on, call me. We'll talk. So you two are special in my mind, but I have probably, I won't know, maybe 50 babies, but people that have come into my life and touched me, that it has been, it's an honor. It's an honor. It's a blessing. So I guess the reason is because I see it so clear. I can see what you can do. Especially, I don't let you give up. You can't give up. You got too much going for you. And the people that you're inspiring, they need this. They need to know they can do this because they're housewives, they're mothers, they're busy, they don't have time. But you're opening up a door for them to have a better life, to be able to travel, to be able to do things for their family that they couldn't do. And that's what you two are doing. And that's where it's all coming from. I'm excited for you all, and I'm thrilled to share my blessings with you, your blessings, because look at the smile on your faces, both of you. You're just beautiful and loving and kind, and you care. Carrie, you care. You had this yourself. You had the, I don't think I can.
Yes.
Definitely, and you just tapped into it. I mean, everyone will struggle in life, but it is up to us to turn it to a positivity, keep dwelling around it as a negativity. And this is exactly what you said to me when I wrote my first book, and you told me that your story needs to be told, but I made a big mistake. I didn't think about my story. I wasn't ready maybe to tell my story. So I wrote the book, but it was about image consulting, and it was a big flop. And that's the honest truth. And just about 7 years ago, sorry, it took me 2 years to confront my fears and to tell the world my story, that I was a fake. And that's how I felt. I was a fake because I felt I did not belong to this group of, high society, image consultant, educators, masters. Who am I? And this is where you came in and you said to me, you are good enough. You need to tell your story. Your story matter. You can change people's life. And the truth is, 7 years ago, my business went from sort of plateau and up and up and up because I want to be the person they look at and they say, we can't give up. I don't want them to give up. And the reason we don't want you, ladies and gentlemen, to give up, to tell you that you are good enough and you can do it. Because if those two ladies can do it, so can you. And if you need somebody to see your sunshine, to build your self-esteem or business, as a matter of fact, we are here for you. You know what? We can connect you with Judith. She can have her whip and talk to you too. Not that bad, but you know what I mean.
I do. Well, you know, Rebecca has it too. You know, you have, Pharaoh, you have coached her. You've done a good job. You know, and she was scared to death to do what she's doing right now.
Yes.
And you know, she didn't think she could, but look at her. And not only that, but she's beautiful and she's precious. Both of you are. And you know, it shows through. People can see a phony. They can tell a phony, but you're not phonies. And you actually care about the people that you're working with and helping. You really do.
Rebecca, I think we have another question.
We do.
It.
Oh. When I was furloughed and then my position eliminated due to COVID, it launched me even more into my personal stylist and image consultant career. Bravo. Pharaoh Yuicum taught me so much and inspired me to keep pushing. April Branch. Oh, thank you, April, for the love.
I think it was too much wording. I'm thinking Rebecca should answer. I didn't know. Well, thank you, April. And you know what? Again, we all struggle in life. And we need to stay together, because together we can make it. And
absolutely,
the more you put women that support each other, magic happens. And this is exactly what Judith has. She's got magic. She's got power that God gifted her with. And I truly believe, and I was told that I have some powerful people skills. Why? Judith got it. Because we're real, we're authentic.
Yes.
So therefore, we can tell you, yes, we can help you, or we need to work on you. But at least we can see your qualities. And we want you to be a part of our community, so the three of us can coach you, can guide you to a better place.
Yes.
To take you to a better place.
You know, you have to have it, or you can't do it. And there's so many people that don't think they have it, but they do.
Yes.
And you know, you can polish it. You can make it better. You can keep going with it. You don't give up. You don't give up. You keep on. You keep on. And that's the way to go, Carol.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to ask Judith, with your permission, Rebecca, what was holding you? I mean, for an English spoken woman, for a gorgeous, beautiful woman, smart woman, well-educated, my story completely different, coming from a different world, but you were born in this world, a world of opportunities. What made you feel like you're not good enough?
Are you asking me or Judith?
Rebecca.
Oh, me. I think it's all the things that people say. You have to be this, you have to be that, you have to be good at this, you have to look this way. And then looking around and comparing myself to everyone around me who was working in this field, looking at the people who were speaking and teaching and winning awards, and just the way other people dressed to go to the classes. I very much compared myself to them, and I thought, I don't have it. I thought I did. I don't, and I don't even know how to get it. Like, I think maybe if I take time, maybe in time it will come, but I'm not good enough. I can't compete with these people. And then it was Judith saying, I did not even say that to her, but she said, I know what you're thinking, and you are good enough. You do have it, and you can do this. And I just I remember looking at her like, what? how did you know I was thinking that? And just that, and she says it so gently. It's so genuine. It's so authentic. And it is said with such light. I think
Yeah.
light is the theme here, that it totally, like that. I remember I left that class and I went to the restroom and I thought for a moment, wait a minute. Okay, maybe she's right. Let me rethink this. And all the way home on the plane, I just sat there and thought, and I heard her words. So I think it's comparison, and it's just, you start second guessing yourself.
Mm. It's very sad. It's very sad that we waste our days in life and years sometimes, not believing in ourselves. But anyway, I think we're on the right track now, and thank God that God placed Judith in our life. But also, Judith did tap into something very important, and she mentioned that we are blessed by having our family behind us, supporting us. Uh,
Yes.
your husband and my husband, and Judith said that even her husband is behind her. So there is a saying, if I can remember, behind every good man, a good woman. Am I saying it right?
Behind every good man is a great woman.
There you go. There you go. So I truly believe that it's true that we need to make sure that we support our families as much as they support us. And being you,
Yes,
authentically you, is what's going to keep us going and what's going to help us help others.
absolutely. Absolutely.
When I see something, when I have a client that comes in and she's not tall and beautiful and she's not perfect like the rest of us. I mean, like we all have our own flaws. That's the one that I'll go after, and I want to show it's a challenge. I want to show her that yes, you can look good. Yes, you can. We can style you. We can show you how to do this. We can show you your makeup. We can do this. So I go after those people. Anybody can dress. Anybody can dress someone perfect, you know.
Yep.
But there's so much that we learn in life, and there's always someone to tell us that you can't do it. You know, you're not good enough. We hear that, but someone somewhere in everyone's life seems to just come in and drop a bomb, and then you try to get over it. But I'm totally opposite. I want to give you wings. I want to see you fly.
And you have done that. You have, you have definitely passed out the wings.
Good, good.
Yes. You have passed the torch, the light. There you go.
Yeah.
And so now it's your turns.
Yes, definitely. And we're carrying this light, Judith, your light that shone on us so we can shine it on others. And God willing, those people like Bayer, like who else? Carmen, like Varsha Online, like Rajul, and like
April.
April. The reason we love having you around because we know you have strength, you have everything we need, and we need you to carry that torch and help others. We are in a business that help people. We're not just image consultant or color specialist or wardrobe analyst or personal stylist. We are beyond that. We are beyond working with beauty. We work with people from inside out. We know what they need, and we need to also see our value. And this is where we messed up. And this is where I'm going to challenge you. And I'm going to say that you need to see your value. How many years, Rebecca, did you spend learning and going from one training to another, from one business to another, and thinking still you need to do more and learn more? Well, guess what?
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it. You do not need a master degree to master your skills. You only master your skills by doing it, making mistakes.
So true. So true. And those mistakes is where we grow and where we succeed and get better. That is absolutely true. If you don't do it, you'll never do it. You'll never get better. You'll never get to that master level. You're absolutely right. You have to do it.
If you don't do it, somebody else will.
That's
Right.
right.
That's all I can say.
That's
And this
right.
is why we are here today. We still got a long way. Don't get me wrong. Everyone, even when you achieve your dream, you need to dream bigger.
Yes.
Don't limit yourself.
That's
See
right.
the big picture. If you can travel the world helping others, why wouldn't you? If you can make, a 6 figures, why wouldn't you? And all you have to do is believe that you can. Believe that you can. So, Judith, why did you believe that we had it in us?
There were several people on the bus that day, and then I came back, and we were coming back I don't remember where we were going, but it was a field trip of some sort. So I came back and sat beside you, and I watched your eyes. I watched the hunger that you had, the want to try. You wanted to do it so badly, and you just didn't think you could. I could see it. There are people that seem to just fall into it, that life's wonderful and they just fall. That's not normal. Most of us have to swim upstream, and we have to learn to do it. But once we learn we can swim, then we can make it. And the people that are coming into this class need to know that they can, and they will. Yes.
I think in my business, although I do train and teach, but I think I'm more inspirational. I touch people's heart with my story, with my journey. Okay. And we truly believe that everyone has a story.
Mhm.
And you can write your book one chapter at a time, one line at a time, one page at a time. But you need to be the author of that chapter. You need to be the author of your life, of your story. It's up to you. You can make it, or you can fake it, or you can, fall out of it. But we are inviting you, regardless where you're at now, you can jump in the bus, in the caravan, or in the Ferrari. And this is what we did last week. We did a survey to ask you if you are ready to jumpstart your business and take it to the next level to make 6 figures. It's easily done, and you can do it. But guess what, Rebecca?
What?
We can't do it for you.
No, absolutely not. We are not going to drive your bus, your caravan, or your Ferrari. You have to drive it, but we will be your map.
Absolutely. Excuse me. And we have here Fabiana. Hello, Fabiana.
Hello, Fabiana.
Thank you for joining us today. It's incredible the amount of people that admire you, Rebecca. And I think when you joined the Empower Group and you joined forces with by Ferial, I know we're brand partners. I know you have your own company, Refine Image Consulting. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So therefore, for anyone out there, Rebecca is also one of our coaches. So if you need someone to help you, she offers a complimentary interview and talk.
Yes,
Am I correct?
absolutely. Yes, to get to know the goals, get to know you, what you need, what you're struggling with, and to see that light in you.
Love it, love it.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, you've got Judith's email there as well on the screen. Her website is there. If you need to speak maybe to Judith, feel free. She will be more than happy. I hope you are, Judith.
I'm looking forward to it. Yes.
Here you go.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing.
That's wonderful. So before we wrap up, we're coming towards the end. Judith, is there a quote that you'd like to leave our audience with, or any specific tip that you'd like to share it with them?
I was thinking about that. John Wayne is is my husband's favorite. And we have him in our TV room. And John Wayne says, if it's the truth, I'm proud. Someone mentioned that someone mentioned that I like his voice. And how loud he is. He said if it's the truth, it's but Mother Teresa.
Judith, you're fading away with the microphone. Am I having that issue, or Rebecca, did you hear Judith?
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Okay. So can you repeat that, Judith, please?
I can. In our TV room, we have a poster of John Wayne, my husband.
Yes.
And John Wayne said that someone said something about his horse and how he rode it. And he looked at him and said, if it's the truth, it ain't right. And so each of the people that you're working with can do this, and it is the truth. And they need it. They need to know this. Mother Teresa.
Love it. Yes. That's wonderful, and that's a great saying by John Wayne. Rebecca, any special quote that touches your heart or tip you'd like to share with others?
I can't think of a quote right now, but I would say that if you have doubts, if you have fears, if you just don't know what to do, find a mentor, be in community, and let others help you find this gift. It is in you. If you want to do this and God has given you this passion, this desire, it is in you. I do believe that. I believe that God blesses us with direction. We just need to follow it. And sometimes we need a light to help us follow it.
You were created to be great. Don't blow it. Don't blow it.
There's a great quote. You were created to be great. Don't blow it. Love it.
That's a Judith quote.
I love a good Judith quote.
I do too.
My cat has joined us, so
I love that.
We can see the tail.
So he was supposed to be in another room, but obviously he's in here. But I am thrilled for your people, and women, if women and men, if you're listening to this, give it a chance. These women know what they're doing, and they can help you. They can help you get where you need to go. And they're patient, they're kind. You can do this. You can do this.
Absolutely.
I will talk to you. You can email me. I'll be happy to help.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. And I saw Rigel behind the scene with his cat too. So it's a cat affair.
It's a cat affair.
I love it. Well, Judith, on behalf of Rebecca, myself, and all our followers, we thank you for being here today. We appreciate you, and thank you for sparkling our, igniting our light. Thank you for igniting our light.
Absolutely. There are no words enough to say thank you.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're coming to the end. But before we log out, please remember October is going to be a big month for us. We invite you all to our conference and to our professional training. It's going to be here in Delray, and we are going to be sending an email with save the dates. So for those who are coming, for those who paid for the training, it's happening and it's around the corner. We look forward to see you, and thank you for being a part of our community.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Bayan.
Thank you so much, Bayan. All right, Rebecca, we love you. Thank you for hosting us.
Thank you for allowing me to. This is so fun.
All right, we'll see you next time on Coffee Talk Live, 11 a.m. on Wednesdays. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye.